Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Original Art Hour. This is the show where we sit down with other original comic art collectors, share some art from our collections, tell a few stories, and have a good time discussing the art side of the comic book collecting hobby. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I do appreciate it. Stay tuned for all future episodes of Original Art Hour. And tonight, I am excited to have my first, I guess what you would call off social media collector. This was a viewer of the show. His name is Andy E. Hit me up, had some very nice things to say about the program. I think he had a fun time binging through older episodes, and he graciously offered to come on and share some of his art collection. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Andy E. What is up, Andy?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's pretty good, man. I'm glad to have you on the show, man. This is a first for the show. I'm excited. You gave me a little bit of preview, a little bit of a taste of some of the art in your collection, and you have some awesome pieces that I'm super jealous of. So I can't wait to see more. And welcome to YouTube, I guess.
Hey, I appreciate the kind words and thanks for having me, taking a chance on a stranger. So hopefully the people watching enjoy it.
When I saw some of the pieces in your collection, I don't think I was really taking a chance. So, but maybe I'm taking a chance because we don't really know each other that well, and I've only really had people that I know before on the show. But hey, there's a first time for everything. I think the conversation that we had back and forth in the lead up to the show was great, very respectful, and so I'm looking forward to getting to know you more and letting you share some of your art with these people who are hanging out in the chat. So let's say a quick hello to the chat before we dive into the show. We had Geeks and Drinks. What's going on, brother? We had Magic Lasso. What's up, Lasso? Good to see you. We had Graphic Man here. What's going on, Graphic Man? Simon R is in the house. What's up, Simon? We got D Runk Comics, George. What's up, D? We got Comic Man Andy in the house. We got C Woodard 19. What's going on, brother? We got Cookie, just a little podcast. What's up, Cookie? We have Tony NY Jr. What's up, Tony NY? We got Unruly Simeon. So we got a lot of my usual suspects starting to file in here. A lot of my former guests and peeps in here. Love that. Then we got the collector in here. We got Kachung and Delphia, I assume, somewhere. I am behind. We got Raul in the house. What's up, Raul? And I probably missed a comment or two, but hey, we'll catch up with the chat later as we go. So let's dive right in here, man. This is Original Art Hour. You've seen the show. You know how we start the show. How did you get into this whole hobby?
Nothing too unoriginal. Fan of comics as a young kid. Kind of been in and out of that over the years. The last thing I was really heavy into was like collected editions. I kind of got out of the monthly.
Okay. You mean like Omnibus and like trades and stuff? Yeah.
Omnis and the deluxe editions and all that. And I actually got out of that a couple years ago when I got into art, so I couldn't afford to do both. They're both
once you get into art, you can't afford to do much.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the other stuff. And, I like to dabble in different things, so it was a nice change of pace. Awesome. Most of my collection is focused on modern. Most of mine's like 2008 and newer. I don't really do anything pre-2000. That's just not mine. I don't like the word balloons and all the paste ups and all that. I know some people are really into that.
I love that stuff, but you've seen the show. I collect both, so
right.
I love and appreciate both. So, but yeah, everybody's got their own tastes, and everybody's got their own targets and wish lists, and that's what makes this hobby fun, man. What's up? We got Roger DeBow in the house. We got Jay Salsa 23, and we got Comic Mag Musings. Welcome, fellas. So look, man, that was a great, quick, concise intro. Let's start sharing some art. Let's do it. You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna show my frame pieces first.
Okay, cool.
Get them out of the way.
Okay, so we're gonna put you full screen, man. Just start sharing away, man.
All right. Well, I'll tell a little story with this one. This was the first piece I ever bought. The thing that kind of, I guess I've always been aware of comic art, but the thing that kind of like brought it to the forefront, were like, hey, I can just kind of reach out and buy this stuff. Was I saw someone had posted art on Reddit. I think it was some Jeff Lemire art from Cadence. So I started scrolling. This is probably about 5 years ago. I started scrolling through the website, and I found this Raphael Albuquerque piece that I just fell in love with. It's a Star Wars Force Awakens cover.
Oh.
See if I can get it here.
I'll get rid of your name off the screen so it's a little bit easier. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like interesting perspectives and like energy, you know, in the art that I buy. And this just had both. I mean, it's
Andy's coming in with his trademark "holy sheet" comment. Holy sheet.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting used to the camera here.
Yeah, no, it's backwards. It's really confusing. Sorry about that.
But yeah, I love the dark inks, the heavy inks on pieces, and the whiteout he uses. It's not really showing up too well on the camera, but there's a lot of texture on this piece, and like I said, I just dove head in. I bought a cover for my first purchase, and this is still one of my favorite pieces to this day. So, like I said, it's been about 5 years, 4.5, 5 years since I bought this.
That's an amazing piece. Quickly, before you go into the next piece, there's a new collector in the chat saying never bought original art. Where do you purchase OA? And there's some help here in the chat. There's a number of comic book art dealers. There's eBay. There's comicarttracker.com, which kind of consolidates a lot of listings from dealers and eBay. There's Comic Link and Heritage and Hakes and all these other auction houses. So there's plenty of opportunities on the interwebs. And of course, there's shows. There used to be shows, but plenty of places to purchase art, both on the internet and hopefully eventually again in person. So for a first piece, man, that is absolutely badass. And you know how big of a Star Wars fan I am. So I love that, dude. I freaking love that. What's up, Kelly?
Best of both worlds. I thought, Star Wars, comic art, an artist that I'm a fan of.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't buy many. Over the years, I've kind of refined what I collect, and I don't really do commissions. I don't really do unpublished work, but I do have a couple pieces. And actually, the second piece I bought was a pinup by Sean Murphy.
Oh man, I love this piece.
And so this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinup that I got. He had this as the cover for his Deviant art for a while. I don't think he's on there anymore.
That's epic, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I was always a big fan of his. Punk Rock Jesus, Joe the Barbarian.
So did he do that as a commission originally, or is it or does he have a published TMNT image somewhere?
I don't think it was a commission. I just think it's something he did. He had it for sale on his site.
So he just did it for artistic sake. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and at that point, I don't even know if he stopped doing commissions, and so that's really the only way to get his work is either published or.
Well, I think, yeah, he recently sold a commission opportunity on his eBay store as an auction, and I think it went for like $8 or $9 grand or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's the first
crazy
I've seen him do in years, and like I said, that was an auction sort of situation.
Yes. So semi spoiler alert, this Friday, I'm heading over to Metropolis to pick up my first ever Sean Murphy piece. And I'm very excited about that. I picked it up like 4 months ago or something during his art show with Metropolis. And it's just been up there, part of the show this whole time. So the show is kind of drawing to a close now, I believe at the end of this month. So I'm going to go pick up my piece and go hang out and check out whatever else is left, I guess, But dude, that's a kick-ass piece. C. Woodard's a big TMNT fan, as am I. And I'm a big Sean Murphy fan. I mean, that piece is unreal, man. Congrats on that one.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you got.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I've been wanting to get a published piece, but I don't know. It's kind of like there's so much other stuff going on. You really got to focus in on something because you can't have it all. So I'm still waiting. I've still got quite a list of artists, that I want to eventually add to
on your hit list for to complete. I hear you, man. All right, you want to keep going?
Yeah, here's a couple other pinups I have. This is Death Pinup by Lee Garbett.
Wow.
He posted this on his social media. He said he was just kind of practicing with new techniques, and he just kind of did this, and that's why you see some of the slashing, I guess, with the hair and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was really beautiful, and he's again an artist that I like.
Nah, he's fantastic. I would love to get a piece by him at some point.
He's read by Quan Chang. If anyone's
Okay,
interested.
Quan. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's recently did work on like Captain Marvel and Loki. And he's been doing some image stuff too. So, but yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Let's see. This was a commission that I purchased off another person on CAF, another collector. It's Matteo Scalera.
Nice.
And it's a Spider-Man and Hulk.
Is that a cover?
No, it was just a commission.
Wow.
And
Looks like a cover.
His commission prices have gotten crazy over the last couple of years.
Yes.
I think I inquired 3 or 4 years ago, and it was like $400 for a single character, and now I think it's up to like $1,000. So he's kind of exploded too on the market.
Yeah, a lot of guys from Italy, and is he from Italy? Yeah, a lot of guys from Italy, like that whole crew of artists from Italy is kind of exploding, I've noticed. Massafera, Scalera, like I mean, they're all talented, you know, they're all super talented.
I think Massafera is from Brazil.
Oh, is he from Brazil? Okay.
But yeah, you got the Valerio Schitti, I think.
Oh yeah.
He's
Schitti. I mean, Dell'Otto's always been popular and awesome.
Yeah, I mean
Italian, but what's the other guy's name? Perillo. Yeah, that definitely could be a cover though. That was badass. All right, let's keep going, man. You're flooring me right now.
This is one of the smaller pieces I have, so sorry to disappoint. But this is an Ed Benes.
That's beautiful. Woman. Very nice.
I really wanted to add a Wonder Woman to my collection.
Is that a 11 by 14 or?
This is about
10 by 14.
12 by 9.
12 by 9.
Yeah, it's like 11 by 17 cut in half, pretty much. But I like the pencil work contrasting with the inks.
You're getting the attention of the biggest Wonder Woman fan in our comic book community right here, Magic Lasso, and the previous guest on this show, which was a great episode. Yeah, that is a great little piece there, man. Very nice.
So Lasso, I've got a couple other pieces with your name on it coming up soon.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do.
Yeah, so like I said, I bought that Wonder Woman because I wanted to add a nice, image to my collection. I've ended up being lucky enough to add a couple more since then. So that one's kind of been replaced.
Yeah.
When I first started collecting, I mentioned I bought a cover.
Mm-hmm.
I always kind of focused on covers initially, and then I felt like I was kind of missing out on, like limiting myself, on other images. So I started buying, splashes and interiors more recently, like in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And so I've accumulated a few of them as well. I'm going to show some of those now.
What's up, Tricky Trapster in the house? Good to see you, brother.
This is a Scott McDaniel Batman from Batman Confidential.
Cool. Nice, large Batman in action.
And just so people know, I bought this directly from Scott. He has his own website. Super cool to work with. He communicated quickly. So check out his site if you're interested in any of his stuff. Big fan of Michael Turner. Kind of priced out of a lot of his work.
You and me both. Yeah, you and me both.
So I wanted a Supergirl piece. And this is actually the only piece I've purchased at auction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So everything else I bought has either been like through other, collectors or dealers.
Yeah.
Directly. But this is Ali Garza, who does a pretty good Turner impersonation. And this is from Teen Titans. And I just love that bottom panel here. It has Supergirl.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Ali Garza, has caused quite a stir in our little art group. So I can't wait till you join later and provide your input on him. But you won that at auction, right? You didn't have to deal with him.
Oh yeah, I've heard some stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was an auction, and actually it was one of the Heritage Weeklies. I think I paid like
Oh, nice.
like $90 for that.
Dude, I've been enjoying. I like the Heritage Weeklies because like I feel like there's things that like go under the radar on those, especially if it's like in the week or two after like the bigger ones that they do. Like it's like things just kind of fly under the radar on their weeklies comparatively. So that's a nice pick.
It's gotten harder though since prices have boomed, in collectibles across the board over the last year. Like,
yeah,
it's harder to find those gems on even the smaller auctions. But I bought that one about 2 years ago, and I guess people weren't interested. But I was happy to grab it for that price.
Nice piece, man. Very nice piece. All right, let's go for it.
So this is a Scalera page also, but this is published from his Indestructible Hulk arc that he did.
Oh man.
And this is the end splash of one of the issues, I think issue 9, and it was the Baron Zemo reveal where he's just kind of sitting in this room here.
Dude, he looks like a badass right there, man, on the throne.
Yeah, dude, the lighting in this and the detail, like in the background of the room, it just sold it for me. It's just it looks great. I'm a big fan of Mateo, so.
Dude, that looks like a hip hop album cover. I love it.
Speaking of, I have one of the hip hop covers.
Do you? Wow, that's really cool, man. That's super cool. That's a good segue. We got a quick question from here, just a little podcast saying, how do you store your original art? Well, you had some frame pieces there, obviously, but are the loose pages in a portfolio or something?
Yeah, I just keep all mine in an Itoya portfolio.
Yeah, I use mostly Itoyas. I've got some other brands as well where like the 11 by 17 size is like it's like a centimeter larger, so that some of those pages just have like just that little bit of a difference where like an Itoya 11 by 17 it's like too snug or something. But
I think it's the era too. Like that Supergirl page I just showed and that Batman Confidential page I showed were from like 2008, 2009 DC.
Yeah.
And all their boards are 11 by 17, but they're like too big to fit in the portfolio.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I recommend, just go ahead and get the 13 by 19.
That's what I have, a couple 13 by 19s just for those kind of pages. So
just get that, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Word. All right, let's see your next piece, man. This is a great show so far. Thank you for coming on and sharing your artwork with the community.
Thanks for having me. So this is Gerardo Sandoval. I got this from Kirby's Comic Art. It's an amazing spider.
Annabelle. Nice.
So she's great to work with as well. If anyone has
She is. What's up, House Till the End? Ooh, is that a black suit?
Yeah, this is from the Hunted storyline from
Nick's
run.
Yep. That was my favorite part of the Nick Spencer run when Kraven came back, right?
I actually haven't read any of it. But,
you haven't read it? Okay, well, spoiler alert, Kraven comes back.
Well, I've seen him in some of the art, so I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, this panel right here was used on the second printing cover. They took a couple panels from this issue and kind of made a collage, I guess.
That's awesome. That's always a sweet bonus.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But I love his webbing. His style is perfect for Spider-Man.
I really want a great black suit Spidey page in my collection. I mean, ideally from the old school ASM run when he first had the black suit, but those pages are so in demand / impossible that I would almost now be willing to sort of look away from that to get some other kind of black suit page, but I still don't have one. But
yeah, you got expensive taste.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Anyway, that was a great page though.
You want me to keep it rolling?
Yeah, let's keep it rolling, man. We'll do a quick pause in the middle, and I'll show a couple of newer pages that I picked up in the last couple months. I don't have a ton to show, and then we'll keep it mainly focused on you tonight because you got a lot of pieces. So
all right, man. Well, I don't want to just hog the show.
No. Keep going, man. Keep going.
All right, this is David Marquez title splash from Defenders. It's Jessica Jones.
Ooh. Dude, that's really cool.
Also, he's rep by Cadence as well. I'm a big fan of his.
Like that horizontal presentation for a TPS. Yeah.
I just kind of, her look on her face says it all here. And the coloring or the shading on the jacket and the boots, the detail with the pin.
That's really cool, man.
Great image, I thought.
Awesome.
Okay, this is a page from Detective Comics. 1002 is by Brad Walker and inked by, I guess, Andrew Hennessy.
Nice.
So this one just had a lot of great shots.
Yeah, look, that's some sick Batmobile action right there, man.
Yeah, you get a nice shot of the
Dude,
Batmobile,
that's a huge Batmobile up top.
Batman, he's kind of injured here, and you got Gordon getting him into the car and buckling him in, basically.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Just, shows that Batman, it kind of humanizes him a bit. And
yeah.
He's got to rely on help every now and then, too. So.
Dude, I love that Batmobile in that top panel, man. Like, that's another kind of thing on my list. Like, I don't have any Batmobile on the page that I can. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't have a Batmobile page yet, so I know people. That's another thing that collectors are after, I guess. The Bat vehicles and stuff.
Yeah, I got that page at Splash Page Art. I'm just.
Splash Page Art, yeah.
Just, I know someone had asked about where to buy art, so I'm trying to tell people where I get stuff at. Last time Brad Walker offered art, though, he sold it himself. He was selling it on eBay, so I don't know.
Splash Page, he reps the Walking Dead guy, right? Charlie Adlard. Yeah.
He also reps Jock.
That's right. Yeah.
And who's the guy from Lazarus? Michael Lark.
Michael Lark, yeah.
Michael Lark, too.
Word, man.
Yeah, so this is probably my favorite panel page that I have. This guy, he's just so good. I'm such a fan of his, Jerome Opeña.
Oh man, his Uncanny X-Force run, man. I love his interior art on that run.
He's
I don't know what you're about to show, but I think he's a great artist.
He's a modern master. This is a page from the Avengers Rage of Ultron graphic novel. So
nice.
In this page, Thor's been kind of taken over by Ultron, so she's attacking her teammates, and it's just a cool sequence, I thought, of.
Oh, like throwing the shield. That's cool.
The shield slinging action. Thor,
that's pretty timely right now. Yeah, like that.
So yeah, I just think it's a great sequence. Great artist. What more do you want when you get art?
Yeah, that's fantastic. A lot of movement on those panels.
Yeah. I love that page. Again, that's Quan reps Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he sells some of his 7 to Eternity pages, but right now he's holding on there. So we'll see if he changes his tune. This is from Thanos, the Infinity Conflict. One of the Starlin trilogy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not much going on here, but
great Thanos, yeah.
Yeah, Thanos is just kind of going through the motions on this page and inner monologuing, but I thought it was some great shots of him and his ship, and I guess that's Corvus there with him.
Very nice, man.
Get them confused sometimes, but
yeah. I think that side bust or whatever was that. Yeah, that one. I love that.
Yeah, that's some good shots.
That's nice.
Not everything has to be action oriented.
Yeah, no, I like a good bust of a villain, especially on a panel page like that, for sure, man.
This might be the last panel page I have. This is by Sean Phillips. Sean Phillips is more known for his work with Ed Brubaker, on the crime stuff.
Yeah.
But he does
Criminal.
Right, Criminal and all that other stuff they've done recently. But he does superheroes pretty well. This is from the Kingpin miniseries.
Dude, nice.
So I thought, like I said, this is artist not normally in my wheelhouse, but I just thought this page was pretty
That's
cool.
super cool. I like how you see the rooftop and then the perspective changes to him coming in through the window, like flat out. That's fucking cool. Really, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, D, a good bust every now and then. Yeah, that was a crazy nice page. That was nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool, man. Well, I'll jump in here since we're approaching the midway point, and I'm gonna just show. I think I only pulled 3 pages to show. What's going on, Warlord? Welcome. So I'll just run through these real quick. I think a lot of my my art friends have already seen this off of the show, like offline or whatever, or elsewhere. But I'm going to go through these real quick and let's see what you think of these pages, I guess. So if you've seen the show before, which I think you have, obviously. I'm a fan of Mark Bagley and the Ultimate Spider-Man run quite a bit, one of my favorite runs. And so I was able to add this page recently from issue 10 of Ultimate Spider-Man. This issue 10, page 4, Mark Bagley. And this is a really cool page to me for 2 reasons. It's got an awesome, here, let me move, I need to move my mic a little bit here so I can get the page in there. But it's got this awesome Spider-Man Kingpin fight, right? Up here, and great close-up of Kingpin. But right here on this panel right here, that's the first appearance of Electro in the Ultimate Universe. So Ultimate Electro, and then there's him using his powers for the first time subsequently right here. So this is the first appearance, birth page, if you will, for Ultimate Electro, which you know, as close as I'm going to ever get to first Electro. I mean, I love Steve Ditko artwork, don't get me wrong. And I would love to have a Steve Ditko ASM page from ASM 9. Like, who wouldn't? But I ain't going to get close to that probably for my entire lifetime. So I'm a huge fan of this run. So this is my Mark Bagley first appearance of Electro in the Ultimate Universe, first appearance Grail, I guess. Or, you know, minor first appearance Grail. It's not, you know, the more known version of the character obviously is not in the Ultimate Universe, but
no, that's great.
Yeah, I freaking love this page. So it fits for my collection and the things that I'm into. So
yeah, I got outbid on a Bagley Ultimate Spider-Man that was at Comic Link a couple.
Oh, really? Was it a cover or like a splash?
It was interior. It had a Doc.
Was it panel page?
Yeah, and it just, I couldn't believe how much it went for, to be honest. Like,
really?
I mean, it's just.
I find them to be pretty undervalued for like the most part. Like, you know.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna sneak in and maybe grab it, and it got way over what I was expecting to pay for it. So.
Tricky's like, it was probably me.
When you were talking about it, I thought that's what you were gonna pull out, and I was like, really?
Well, do you remember what issue it was from?
It was early. It was like the first
early on
of Doc Ock, I think. They were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have remembered if I had gone after another first appearance at auction. It wasn't me, but I wish it was, because
it might have been like issue 14 or something.
I guess I missed out on that, but yeah. So all right, so my second new pickup, relatively new anyway. This was at auction. Won this Mike Deodato Jr. Panel page. It's from an Elektra book. So, but it's really an X-Men page. So I think it kind of was undervalued for that reason. And I feel like I got a steal on this at auction. But as you can see here, this is the money shot panel right here with Wolverine and Rogue. And then you got more Logan in action and whatnot. So you got a pretty beastly Wolverine panel page right here from Deodato Jr. This is my first Deodato Jr. Page or piece. This is the only Deodato Jr. piece I have in my collection. So, yeah, so I was lucky to win this one. So happy with that one too.
Yeah, that's another great one.
Right. I love his like non-traditional panel layouts and stuff, like the bordering and everything. It makes like look at the way that's like heavy inked on the border. It just adds like, I don't know, it adds like a certain specialness to a panel page because it makes it present like it's one large kind of piece as opposed to like, you know, boring standard
Right.
square box panels or whatever, right? So so I'm pretty happy with that. Yo, what's up, Super Russ 9000 in the house? Thank you, Unruly. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with this. Like, you know, I'd love to also maybe get a Diodato Jr. Wonder Woman example at some point, but that's, you know, that's like one of the artists he's really most known for. Therefore, you get the premium prices on it. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it goes in this game. But Cookie, if you need any advice or have any questions, just hit me up. You know, feel free if you're serious about that. So you know, I've heard that this show makes people go look for art right afterwards on the internet, but I could be wrong about that. But all right, so my last new piece, and this might be a repeat for some of you guys who were on Jimmy the Geek Aficionado's stream last night, but this page was actually found out in the wild at a Half Price Books as part of a collection find. And long story short, between me and Geek Aficionado, we both picked up a bunch of art from this thing at way below what we expected we could get it for. And this is a huge grail for me. And I think, you know, justifiably so. It's a page from Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16, which is, of course, the first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. So this is, and it's penciled by John Romita Jr. and inked by John Romita Sr. So it's a Romita Jr., Sr., father-son team-up book. And so this is one of the first appearances ever in her first appearance issue of Monica Rambeau. And it is the first appearance of two of her discovering / using two of her powers. One is to phase through walls via using X-ray or by tapping into X-rays, and the other one is tapping into radio waves on this dead radio over here and still making it work to call for a mayday. But there she is, depicted pretty amazingly by the Romitas in her first appearance issue. So this is probably one of my biggest, like, kind of first appearance related pieces of OA or published comic art. Definitely very timely right now with Monica Rambeau, fresh off of WandaVision, and, you know, seemingly more popular than ever. So I'm super stoked that I was actually able to make this work and get this page into my collection, because it's a long-term hold for sure. You know, this is not going anywhere from here. So there it is, man. One of the first times Monica Rambeau is ever depicted in comic book history right here. And the first time in her origin story, which is told in this issue, that she is discovering and using her powers. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that one. That one's pretty epic. So yeah,
that's definitely a class. What'd you say that you got those at?
So believe it or not, somebody who had a collection, I believe, like, it was a husband that passed away, had a collection, comics and art, and the widow took the whole collection to a Half Price Books, you know, some good amount of time outside of Chicago, Illinois, like an hour outside of Chicago. And my buddy Jimmy found it and then sent me pictures, and then we started working on a deal, like, pretty much immediately. And you know, and you know, we sorted through it. He picked up his first pages of OA, some Alan Silvestri X-Men pages, which are also awesome. So yeah, so
Wow.
you know, this is a grail. Didn't just show up on an auction, didn't just show up on eBay, didn't just show up on a dealer's site. This is a in the wild kind of holy grail find, which doesn't happen that often anymore. So yeah,
that's one of the stories you read about.
It is one of those stories you read about, and for the first time, it happened to me, bro. You know, so I'm definitely grateful. Yeah, that book is so classic. I wish I could afford that book at a 9.8 now, though. Believe it or not, that book is a super pricey book now at a, you know, high grade now all of a sudden. So. You know, but that's a whole other conversation about comic book prices and spec and value and MCU and all that stuff. But We got Martian Manhunter in the house. Welcome. He says, total side note, Ramel, you see them on eBay, but you think it's real cool to find old comic steel pressing plates. Most are melted down or reused, but some are still cool. I've seen some of those on eBay. I don't really know a ton about plates and like the collectability or the rarity, or really, I don't really know a ton about that as it relates to like a market for it, though. Do you?
No, that's
yeah. Yeah, that's definitely outside of my realm. But yeah, shout out to Geek Avocado. We teamed up to make that one happen, which was pretty awesome. But hey, man, this is your hour. I think I interjected enough for the night. Let's go back to you. Let's see some more of your awesome collection, man.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, keep going if you need to.
No, that's it. That's all I got tonight. I don't have anything else.
Okay, this next one is actually the most recent purchase of mine. Here lately, I've been trying to focus more on like adding people I don't have to my collection, or getting pieces by artists that I like. And this is my first Jim Chung piece. And it's the cover to Empire #2.
Wow. Yo, Cap looks fucking iconic. Excuse my French. Cap looks amazing on that. Wow.
Bring that truth.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah, I love that image of Cap with the way he did the lighting, and just,
beautiful, man.
He's and he sells his own art also. He's got a big cartel store. He's easy to contact and communicate with. He does time payments, all that.
So he penciled and inked inked?
This is all Chung.
Yeah, that is unreal. Yeah, man.
I was very happy to grab that one.
Unruly's like, fuck Cap, check out Sue. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, Sue's not bad.
She's definitely not bad on that. Wow, okay. Great cover. So yeah, you got a nice eye for these moderns, man. I'm impressed with these covers and these these full size pieces you got, man. They're great.
I appreciate it. I actually downsized my collection quite a bit when I purchased the cover that I'll be showing upcoming here. I mean, probably I can understand. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I can understand why that you would need to do that. But yeah, I had to let go about 9 covers.
Wow, holy, yeah, okay, that's crazy, but yeah, okay.
Some you got to sacrifice something to get something bigger. It's just the way it works for most of us. So this is also from the Empire storyline. It's Captain Marvel number 18, I think. It's Jorge Molina.
Okay, nice.
And this isn't done on the traditional Bristol. This is like a tonal paper.
Whoa.
Works over.
Whoa.
Yeah, just the grays on that.
I like Jorge. I like Jorge's work a lot. I have an X-Men Blue page by him, or an X-Men Red. I don't remember which one he did. That's sick, dude.
Some of you may recognize that pose and like what she's standing on. He kind of did an homage to the Jay Lee's War of Kings cover.
Oh yeah.
I think Black Bolt was the one standing on the pile of metal in that one.
Jay Lee's another killer, man. I love him. Very cool, man.
Appreciate it. This is Max Fumara. He's done a lot of work on BPRD, things like that. And this is
Hellboy?
Yeah, this is the cover to BPRD, The Devil You Know, number 10.
Oh my God.
He's rep by Splash Page also. I think him and his brother are from Argentina, so they kind of send their work to him.
Yeah, it's a mega banger for sure, man. Wow.
Also with my collection, I try to sprinkle it around a bit. Like I know I have a bit of Spidey and Batman, but I think so does everybody.
Right. Yeah, man.
But outside of that, I try to get like a Hellboy piece or like a Star Wars piece, Captain Marvel. I try to get something that represents all the heroes a little bit, just to kind of have some variety.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm kind of the same way, like I got probably more of Spider-Man and Batman related things than anything else, because those are my biggest, and Star Wars, Spider-Man, Batman, and Star Wars. but I'm mixing it up with a lot of other characters here and there. I like X-Men a lot. I think where I'm lacking the most, as far as what I'm the biggest fan of, that I would like to have more art from, is TMNT. I only have one TMNT related page, and there's no turtles on it. Like, I got Eastman and Laird like turtle doodles on the back of the page or whatever. But I would love to get some sort of turtles published OA. But man, like that, dude, your collection is very diverse, and these images are very striking. So for sure.
I don't know if Scoured Cadence, but they have a couple artists that worked on the new TMT series.
I have looked at it. I almost pulled the trigger on something. I forget who it was though. Maybe it was Freddie Williams. I don't.
I think Santa Luco, maybe. He has a bunch.
Yeah,
of
maybe. Yeah,
he's got a lot of pages on there, and Dan Duncan, I think.
Yeah, I did get I did pick up a Star Wars cover. It wasn't through them though. Like, I love your Star Wars. Like, I've been working on Star Wars in general in my collecting, and making it more of a priority and whatnot. But man, I love that Kylo cover that you showed. That was Force Awakens 1, right?
That was number 5.
Oh, number five. Yeah. Dude, awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to just do a sidebar there for a minute, but
it's all
yeah,
good.
let's keep going.
We're here to talk shop too. So
Yeah, for sure, man.
if anybody's got questions, whatever. We mentioned him earlier, but Valerio Skiddy. This is
Yes.
This is an X-Force cover. That's Rachel Gray. Not Summers anymore. It's Rachel Gray, right?
Yeah.
She disowned.
Dude, that's rad.
But yeah, I thought that was a cool example of Phoenix Force.
What book was that?
It was X-Force number 9 from
X-Force,
2019. It was that series where they introduced the young Cable.
Right. Yeah. And then they launched the offshoot Cable book.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I had a hard time keeping up with all of those X-Men books that Marvel was putting out, though. There was just a lot of them, though.
Yeah, they were like that X-Force series. They had 2 different series in the same calendar year, and it's hard to keep up with the numbering and.
Yeah. Lasso's got a question for you. He says, is there a character or artist you don't have that's high on your want list?
Oh, definitely. I mean, especially artist-wise. I mean, I'd love to. There's actually a Coppola page that I'm eyeing right now. I'm just having a hard time coming to grips with the price. It's a Batman page from his run.
Oh,
you know how it is.
Yeah, dude. I'm singing a tired song, but I would love a Capullo like Court of Owls page or something, like something from the portion of that run that I love. But it's so in demand. Like, it's just gonna, it's not gonna get any cheaper,
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Capullo Finch is another one. I almost bought a Finch cover off of Essential site during the holiday sale last year. But like I said, I'm trying to be more,
selective,
and I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I figured I would just wait and see if something more, better came along. So
no, that's good advice, man. If you like it but don't love it, like, think about it for a second.
How my collecting has changed over the years. Like, early on, when you start buying art, for anyone who's new, like, your goal is almost sort of to build a collection, right?
You get a little bit of a bug, and you kind of like your standards don't seem to be as high as they are once you become a little bit more of a seasoned collector.
Exactly. Sure. So people are focused on building a collection, and then you kind of get comfortable with what you have, and then you sort of start,
and using your collection as assets towards upgrading to bigger pieces and stuff is a thing. I hear a lot of collectors go through that process. I went through that process in comic books, and I'm sort of going through that process now with OA. So, what's up, Cardboard Crazies in the house? What's going on, Cardboard Crazies? All right, let's see some more art, Andy.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Symbiote Spider-Man, so
yeah.
Here's a Greg Land piece from the miniseries.
Oh, nice. Is that Jay Leaston inks?
It is. Yeah. I bought this directly from him at Heroes, and the last one they had before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice shot of Black Cat there.
Ooh, nice Felicia. Yeah, nice Felicia. And it's cool. I like seeing her as Felicia.
Yeah, they were dating in this era that this took place.
I know. I read that. I read that book. It was like a one shot, or not. It was a one shot. It was like a mini series, right? Like a 4 or 5
Yeah,
issue, like that.
yeah, they've actually turned into like a set of three. There's three miniseries out.
Oh, really?
They had the one. This was the first miniseries, and then they had another one that focused on like Hobgoblin and Doctor Strange, and then a King in Black one that's just wrapped up, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with all the different King in Black like tie-in books. Like I read the main one, and the final King in Black is not even out yet, right? Or am I wrong about that? Or did it come out? Or
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's hard to keep track of the books, frankly. But all right, let's get back to the art, man. For sure, man.
Yeah, but speaking of the second series, I have the cover for the first issue.
Oh,
second miniseries, and it's
oh man, Spidey Goblin cover with freaking jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Pumpkin bombs. Like I
That's
said, I love the angle, the in-your-face sort of action.
that's killer. Yeah, I love that. Holy shit, man, that's cool.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Greg,
Yeah.
I know Greg Land has his detractors, and some of that is deserved. But when he's on,
Well, when you say detractors, can you expand a little bit? Because I mean, I've heard that maybe a little bit, but I haven't really gotten any context around that. Like, I dig his art. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, but
he's got a bad rap for like reproducing images and like for swiping images off the internet.
I see.
I'm more okay with like reproducing stuff if it's your images you've drawn and you're just trying to keep a deadline and you're reusing stuff that fits. Like, I'm okay with that. Not so much like swiping other images, but like I said, when he's on, he's really good.
I mean, at the end of the day, if he put hand to paper and created a piece, I'm cool with it. It's the Matina controversy that really gets me, because it's like, okay, if you're copying a digital file and then altering it, like that, there's a lot. I think that's a lot different than starting with a blank comic board and ending with a completed comic board, even though you're referencing other things. That's fine. Like that's part of your artistic process or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked with that debate.
No, it's just it's interesting. Like, some people just stay away from it in general, but he's been around long enough. Like, his early work, he's paid his due. He's put in a lot of freaking work in this industry, man. He's just a very skilled artist, is what I'm trying to say. And some
I agree.
Some people just want to like call him a hack or whatever because of certain practices, and I'm like, this guy can draw. Like,
I mean, his X-Men run is, I would say his X-Men run is pretty underrated. I mean, he's like one of the last artists to do like a serious lengthy run on Uncanny, so in the original quote unquote volume or whatever. But
speaking of Uncanny, so this is a Greg Land from Uncanny X-Men number 8.
Wow.
Got Psylocke and Phantom X on there.
That is sick, dude.
Nice segue.
Yeah, right? We got a couple segues going on tonight. That is sick, man.
Yeah, this was from 2016. I think it was his second run on X-Men, the Colin Bunn series.
I don't know if Fiona Staples has a rep. Andy, do you know? We got two Andys.
She's all digital.
I was gonna say, because Saga was all digital. Her Archie, I believe, was all digital. Yeah, she's got like one or two other indie books, and I don't think really she's done anything else. So I think she's considered a digital comic artist at this point. But I have seen commissions of Saga characters out there in the aftermarket that have gone for decent money, probably just because of the popularity of Saga and whatnot. And I would love a Saga character piece from Fiona. personally because I'm a big fan of the series as well, just like Comic Man Andy is. But yeah, what a collection! Can't wait to go back and watch the first 30 minutes. You won't be disappointed. It is good stuff. Or now just reach out to D-Ron Comics because he reps Fiona Staples now. Yeah, she does do commissions. So all right, well, we're 50 minutes in, man. Let's keep it going, man. Show as much art as you can in the next like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's about how much I
have left. Okay,
here.
perfect. All right, well,
All right.
we're good. We're making good time.
So this is Mike Henderson from Nailbiter, if anyone's familiar with him. This is a Captain America Empire cover, the little mini series that kind of tied in with the main story. I thought this was cool because it kind of
cool.
got Cap on the ground with the troops, you know, kind of like old school days.
No, that's cool. It reminds me of a modern version of a Golden Age cover or something.
Right, like Cap still doing his thing in the modern era.
Yeah. Wow.
But Henderson Comic Art House, I think, is the name of his rep. If anyone's interested in his work, trying to mix it up a little bit here.
Take your time.
This is another Albuquerque piece. I used to have 4 or 5 pieces by him, but I let some go. But I kept this one. It's a variant cover for Detective Comics 956.
Wow.
And who doesn't love Batman wielding a sword, right?
Dude, that is badass. Yeah. Holy crap.
Again, it's heavy with the blacks.
That's striking, man.
I love that. You know, the Batman doesn't skip Trap Day, that's for sure.
Wow.
So yeah, piece that
I love that version of the symbol too. I've heard people have like the opposite comment about that version of the bat symbol on the chest, but I'm a fan of it. I like that one.
Yeah, I kind of like his take on it as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Another Albuquerque Batman. This is from All-Star Batman. It's issue 13 or 12, 11. It's one of the issues. So
man.
He's kind of diving into the water here, an explosion behind him.
Whoa. You got an underwater Batman cover. Those poker chips?
Yeah, cash and poker chips. Never good. Never a good time. Yeah, I love like I said, that.
Very cool, man.
Perspective, the energy, you know, this is something that I enjoy looking at.
Very nice.
Let me pull something out for Lasso. I think he's waited long enough.
All right. Lasso, get ready, bro.
Let's see. So I alluded this earlier. I had to let a lot of pieces go to pick this up, but including another piece by him. But I wanted a Jim Lee piece that was sort of just like, you know, he represented my childhood and my adulthood really in comics. And I won't be able to afford any X-Men stuff or things like that. So I opted for a more modern piece, but this is his cover he did for Wonder Woman 750.
I fucking love that cover, dude. Oh my God.
So I had to sacrifice quite a bit to make this happen, but I think
you said earlier you sold like 8 covers or something, right?
Yeah, I sold 9 covers.
9 covers.
And I had a Jim Lee splash page from Superman Unchained that I sold.
Wow.
With it. So, but
yeah, there you go. He's like, okay, that's it. Lasso's done. Cause of Death, Andy E's away collection.
Well, slight spoiler alert. This isn't even my favorite Wonder Woman piece that I have.
That's crazy, man.
I know. I love it, but it's not.
Lasso says he has the 1 in 100 black and white variant of that cover too. That's basically the cover of that variant is just the OA, you know.
Was that the sketch only, or did that have inks on it? I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't get any of the variants of that. So
I think the variant was the sketch, if I'm not mistaken.
So pencil prior to inking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess DC took a scan of the pencils before.
Right.
I've got another Greg Land cover from Uncanny X-Men.
Awesome. Let's see it.
This is from issue 2.
Whoa.
And that's Mystique.
Yeah. Mystique with, was that an Uzi or a machine gun? Or is that the same thing? I don't even know anymore.
The Uzi's the little handheld
Yeah,
one.
the Uzi's a little shorter on the nose than that. Yeah, that's a machine gun.
Yeah. Another striking image, the female characters,
Okay, it was the pencil sketch on the 1 in 100 variant. Okay. That's a very, very badass Mystique.
Yeah, again, I picked all these pieces up from Greg at Heroes.
Mhm.
Greg had a rep, Fanfare, but he doesn't rep artists anymore. He retired, but none of these pieces were on his rep site. So when I went and saw him at his table, I was flipping through his book, and I felt like I was the first person to see all this stuff, because I'm like, this stuff would have been long gone if you would have posted it for sale. And so I'm like, I scooped up as much as I could afford, and felt lucky, that I got a chance to. That's why I missed the cons. You never know what you're going to see in person.
Yeah. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Yeah. Keep going, man. We got another 15 minutes. I mean, you don't have to take all 15, but we got another 15.
I mean, if people are tired of listening to me, you got to let me know.
No one's tired of it. You take up the whole time that you're allotted, bro. That's cool. Whoa.
So this is a Chris Stevens. He's rep by Felix now.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I got this when he was still with Quan before he moved on. And it's
before he got called up to the majors. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Now you can't get any of his work because it sells out instantly.
Exactly, right?
So,
no offense, Felix. Love you. I know you're not watching, but it's all good.
I mean, I'm glad for the people he reps, but I'm sad for me because I don't get anything anymore. I don't even try, to be honest. It's just too hard.
I've gotten a couple of things here and there on his drops, but it's a lot harder than it used to be now. Yeah, it's a lot harder. Yeah.
It's another Stevens piece. This is from Green Lanterns, number 55. It's got Jessica Cruz and Simon.
Whoa.
Now I did buy this off Felix site, but it was after the drop, and somehow it didn't get purchased. So I was more than happy to purchase it.
Awesome.
He gets a lot of credit for like his color work, but I think his inking is just incredible.
No, that's a badass piece, man. Look at those lanterns. Yeah, man.
I mean, his ink work is like wonderful. Like I love it.
That's very awesome. What's up, Johnny Funko in the house? Welcome. And we got Joe Medina. What's up, Joe? Yeah, catch the rewind, guys. This one's worth it, believe me. Lasso's got one more question for you. He says, Andy, do you make sure you purchase the comic book that the art matches to? I mean, I'm pretty OCD about that, I guess. Like, there's still a couple I'm missing. But how do you approach that?
That was the plan at first, but some of those books that I have just happen to be like variant, like exclusive variants or things like that. And they're just
store exclusives and
like
ratio variants and stuff.
Exactly. And so it just kind of got more expensive than like what I wanted to deal with. Like I could put that money into art instead of buying these books.
I can totally empathize with that for sure. I mean, I almost feel like my own compulsion to have that is like costing me extra pieces of art, but like most of the time, at least they're not like from Grail books. But like in the case of this like ASM Annual 16 now, where all of a sudden that book at a 9.8 is like several $100. Like it's not, it is a piece of art that I could get instead of that book.
Yeah.
So, so it's something to think about. But all right, anything else you want to show?
I got about 10 pieces left.
Yeah, show them all, dude. Show them all. Let's get through them all, man. You got a minute per piece. You can do it.
All right. This is David Marquez, Invincible Iron Man --
2.
Nice. That's from his run with Bendis from like 2015 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of his too.
I like his work too, man. I almost bought a Star Wars cover of his, and then I went back like the next day to buy it, and somebody else snagged it, and I was like, "What? Damn it!"
Yeah, that was one of the victims in my sell-off. I had a Star Wars cover by him that had to go.
Okay.
So unfortunately,
was that the one I saw at Comic Link that I didn't bid on because I thought it was?
Was it the Vader one with the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine.
I tried to buy that. So you bought it
Oh, yeah. So I bought that.
Well, I saw it available, and then I didn't
Okay.
buy it, and then I went back to go buy it, and it wasn't there, I believe. So you bought
Yeah,
it.
it must have been because I had been eyeing it for a while. It was available for a
It
while.
was available for a while, and I was like on the fence on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, that's crazy coincidence, but it
Yeah, I
happened.
kept going back to it, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this. I kind of bundled it with a couple other
Yeah.
purchases, but
I
yeah, that
saw
was
that. I saw that later on. I think you made a profit on that. Like I think it went for even more at auction. So
yeah, a
yeah.
little bit on that one.
What's up, NC Slapjacks?
If we'd have done this interview before I sold it, I could have held on
Seriously,
to it
man.
for you.
Damn it. Anyway, we can work out some other deals in the future, man. That's what it's all about. So
This is another Marquez cover. This one actually is unpublished. It went as far as being solicited for issue 10. But what happened was when Bendis decided to leave Marvel, they wrapped up this series early, and this cover ended up not being used. So unfortunately for me, I bought it as a published cover, and then it turns out to be unpublished. So maybe one day.
That's interesting. Well, you never know. You could always hold out hope that it could be turned into a cover at some point. Sorry, I hit the wrong button again. Damn it. Anyway.
I mentioned this one earlier, hip hop variant. This is the one for.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Oh, dude.
See if you can guess the album that's from.
Is that a 50 Cent album?
No. It's from ASAP Rocky.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit more modern. I'm really bad with the modern covers, even though I work in music, and it's probably because I see so many covers nowadays, album artwork wise. But yeah, dude, that's cool as hell, man. What a striking Sam Wilson image that is.
That's what I thought. Just his image with the the flag draped over. I mean, it was just perfect. I don't think it would have worked as well with any other character.
That's awesome, dude.
I didn't mention that was Mahmoud Asrar.
Mahmoud Asrar, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Cadence as well. This is another piece by him. It's a splash from Generations Thor. So it's got young Thor. It's kind of like a time travel story, and you got young Thor and the current Thor at the time, kind of teaming up against Apocalypse.
Wow.
Nice side by side of the two going into action. Big fan too.
Yeah, no, he's cool, man. I've looked at his available art on the Cadence website a couple times, and there were a couple pieces that have sort of piqued my interest that I don't know if they're there anymore, but yeah.
He's getting more popular, with the X.
Yeah. Oh, I see Batman goodness right there.
Yeah, this is an all-star Batman cover by Declan Shalvey.
Declan. Wow.
And for issue 5. Just a cool sort of, like I said, energetic cover. Don't really know what's going on, but the bat symbol sort of shape he's taking. I just enjoyed that.
Dude, I mean, that is freaking striking, man. That is a badass cover. I haven't seen too many of his pages and collections. Like, maybe I just don't know a lot about his market, but that's awesome. Who's he rep by? Is he rep by Felix or like?
He's at Cadence as well.
Oh, he's at Cadence. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a cool Deadpool cover up now that I was looking at from the the black, white, and red or whatever stuff.
Oh yeah. What is it? Is it blood or red? Is it black, white, and blood or black, white?
I've seen both, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's very confusing those titles, but anyway. All right, let's speed round here for those last 5 or 6 minutes. Thanks again, dude, for coming on and sharing your artwork. This has been a great show so far. And thanks everybody for hanging out and joining us here in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. No, man, it's a blast.
Here's an anniversary piece from Philip Tan. It's a Moon Knight 200 variant cover.
Whoa. Philip Tan, Moon Knight.
Yeah, this is my most popular piece on CAF as far as views go.
I can see why. Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, this was one I bought a few years ago that I'm still pretty happy with.
That's amazing.
I sold a Philip Tan Venom piece in the last auction as well. but I kept one of them. I had two. that
Last Comic Link.
Well, I guess it was in December. I sold one, the same one that Star Wars was in, and I sold one and kept one. This is the one I kept.
Whoa!
Again, the perspective, him kind of web slinging into the wall and just grabbing hold of it.
Yeah, Tony NY would freak out over that. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but wow, that is unreal. That is a badass Venom, dude. Holy crap, man.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that too.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's an awesome piece.
And this is probably my favorite cover, so I've held this one out. I hope it's still hanging around.
No, he's still around. He's still in the chat.
This is Jason Fabok.
Okay.
War Justice League 42.
Damn.
Just a powerful image of Wonder Woman, I thought. And
that's fantastic.
So yeah, this is probably, if I had to pick one, this is my favorite right now. I'm subject to change my mind down the road. But
I mean, there's a lot of characters on that cover. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's like one of those movie poster style layout covers,
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And the last three pieces I have are by Pepe Larraz.
Okay. I like
on X-Men here lately.
Yeah, he did the House of X book, right?
Yeah, he's doing the House of X stuff, the X of Swords stuff, and he doesn't do, most of his stuff is digital, but he does do probably half a dozen to 10 covers a year, traditional. And I have a few of them, lucky enough to have grabbed some. This is from War of the Realms, number 5. That's Odin and Freya fighting against, I guess, Malekith's forces.
Damn.
From that storyline. But he's just a great modern. He's one of my him and DK Ruin from Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably my two favorite. Like
Deke Ruan. I don't never know how to pronounce his name. Is it Dike Ruan or Deke Ruan? Or
yeah, someone has said DK.
DK, or is it DK? Yeah, I think it is DK. I think it's DK Ruan. Yeah.
Him and Pepe are my favorite of like the newer crop, I guess. And
that's a really nice piece. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Pepe's work personally. I don't have a piece by him, but wow.
But this was a variant cover for Symbiote Spider-Man that he did, and then obviously it's an homage to that Rick and Morty Spider-Man.
Look at that black suit Spidey in the gauntlet. It's being squeezed in the giant gauntlet. That's killer. Wow.
Yeah. All right, one more.
That's freaking amazing.
Oh, I forgot about the frame piece.
Oh yeah, 2 more. Let's do it.
2 more. So this was from Kari Andrews.
Oh, Kari Andrews.
This is the variant cover to Spider-Man Life Story, number 4, the 90s.
Wow.
And he went all out 90s on this.
He went Larson on that one, or
exactly. You got the 90s,
or Mick Larson.
You got the 90s webbing and the pose and the character. I think Doc Ock was dying, back then, and some of those.
Oh, I love how you have it has the direct edition box in the corner too. Look at that.
And drew the little box with it, and this piece is massive. It's like it's almost like 20 by 14.
Oh my god.
He normally works larger than normal, and it just looks great framed. Like if you can get your hands on any oversized art, it's well worth it for display purposes.
Dude, that's really badass.
And this my last Pepe Larraz. This is the last piece I have, and this is a cover to Fallen Angels, which was a reboot during the X series.
Yeah, I read that book. That it was only like 6 issues.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it got canceled or if that was what it was only meant.
No, I think it was always supposed to be kind of a short run, and maybe it was supposed to, I honestly don't remember because there were so many X books, but that's a great Psylocke.
Yeah, and there's Young Cable we were talking about earlier, and the Sentinel Head.
Whew. Next 20, right? Wow.
I'm sorry I took up so much of your time. I hope everybody.
Dude, no, this has been just 9 minutes over an hour. I showed some art there in the middle, so I think you were pretty much right at an hour. There was intro clips and banter and whatnot. So that was perfect, man. Very, very awesome hour here with Andy E and his comic art collection. Now this would be normally the time where I ask you, what do you got coming up on YouTube? What do you want to promote? But this is kind of a first of its kind where I don't really have stuff to promote. You just wanted to come on here and share your art. So I got to just say thanks again, bro. That's very, very cool of you to do that. Hopefully you can join our group chat on Instagram. We're not going to force you to post, but if you want to chat with us privately in our group, you're more than welcome to join us there and hang out, talk art, share any pickups in there if you want or not, whatever you want to do. But we have a fun time talking art in there. So that's offer is open for you if you want to come hang out with us there. But man, anything you want to say to close out otherwise, or?
No, I mean, I just appreciate you having me on. Like I said, I don't really do much online, so it's nice. It's nice to be able to share with others who are interested in the hobby when you don't have people around you that are into the same thing. So I appreciate you giving me the platform. And if anybody has questions or comments, I'm on CAF. Andy E.
Andy E. Okay, cool.
You can reach out to me on CAF, email, or I think Instagram. I'll try to get hooked up with you guys.
Yeah, I think I have your private Instagram account or something that you gave me a while ago, even though you're not posting to it. But right. we'll add you to the group. I'll dig that up in the conversation we had, and I'll add you to the group. And we're looking forward to having you a part of the crew, man. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. It's always nice to hear that somebody's watching, and then not only are they watching, but they want to be part of the fun. So
my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, man. So everybody, thanks for joining us here live for Original Art Hour with Andy E. I want to just remind you, please hit that thumbs up button if you're watching this live on the rewind, whatever. Leave me a comment. Let us know how the show went for you if you're watching on the rewind. Really do appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next episode, whenever that may be. Just look out for the information on my Instagram at ComicBooksNYC. And we'll see you on the next episode. Stick around for the outro clip in the chat if you want. Andy, stick around backstage for a couple minutes. Don't disappear on me. And we'll see you guys next time. Later. Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't want to see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard this game, I had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merch. 6 figures was a gold, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve. No time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt. That's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, I don't know bleed. I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in.